What's up everybody, it is Hunter with Edible Landscaping, and today I'm making a little tutorial on mango grafting. If you ordered off my Etsy or my website, you may have received your scions, and I just wanted to put together a little video to show you, if this is your first time or you're an experienced grafter, some of the tips and tricks I use when I'm grafting. So where we'll start is, when you order the scions from me, you'll get them. I pick them and I ship them the same day. This is what they look like when I pick them. So I trim all of these leaves off like this, and then after they are all trimmed up, trim them off like that, leave a little bit. So then after they are trimmed up, when you receive them, they're going to come in, this is some parafilm here. I wrap them all up just like this, so during shipping they don't lose any viability. And it's also what you want to do when you are grafting. This will seal in all the moisture so the scions don't dry out. I find it's really good stuff. You don't have to take it off because the new leaves will grow right through this scion here. So this is what it'll look like when you get it in the mail from me. It's going to be wrapped in this buddy tape scion here. The new growth will grow right out of these shoots here. And essentially you want to be grafting, because if you have a mango seedling like this mango seedling could take 5 to 6 years to make a fruit, and you don't know what it's going to taste like. A lot of mango seedlings vary from the fruit you took it from. So when you graft, you're essentially taking a producing tree and attaching it onto a rootstock of your choice. And it's good to pick a vigorous and healthy rootstock, and then you attach it here. The rest of the tree will become the variety you selected. Here I have a Pickering mango. It's one of my favorites. So I'll just show you where we start. When you have your scion all wrapped like this, you want to get your rootstock, or you can graft onto an existing tree, and you just want to pick a spot like this that looks pretty close in size to your scion. What I like to do before I start grafting, and this is just recommended, it's not mandatory, but I find it helps, is I like to sanitize my equipment with some alcohol spray, just like that. And then I let them air dry, so that way there's no infection or bacteria like that, something that can mess up your graft. So I just spray these. You can wipe them or let them air dry. I let them air dry. So once you've selected your rootstock, this was my rootstock here, you just chop off the top, and after you've sanitized your grafting knife and clippers, it should be ready to go. So you'll have your scion, it's all wrapped up like this, and what you're going to want to do is just try to match it up as best as you can. So what we'll do is we'll start with the scion like this, and it's best to use a grafting knife, but you can use any knife. And you get a little spot like this, and you peel it down just like that. You get one clean cut, exposing this green layer here. That's the cambium. And the whole idea of grafting is to match the cambium of the rootstock and the scion together. So you'll do one side like that, and then you'll get it level on the other side, and then you'll pull down and pull straight across, just like that. And then there you can see is a nice clean wedge. And then you'll find your rootstock right here, which looks like it might match up just about right. You can cut it back a little bit if it's too small up here, something like that. And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to line this up and match it just like that. So I put it on the top here, and I can see the green is going to line up pretty close. So then you'll take your rootstock and you'll just gently rock back and forth with your knife so you don't cut too deep or too far or cut yourself. And you'll go right down the middle like this until you have a nice clean cut like that. And then you'll take your scion and you'll go right down here just like that. And then from there, those are matched up pretty good. You can have a little bit of a gap down here. That never seems to be a problem, but you just want to make sure that the cambium layers from the rootstock and the scion are matched up pretty well, and that's the green layer on the outside. So once you have it wrapped up like this, you're going to want to take some of your buddy tape or your grafting parafilm, and then you'll start. Some people start on the top, some people start on the bottom. I like to start down on the rootstock, and you'll wrap your way around like this. Right up, nice and tight, nice and firm over it. What I like to do, so I'm not messing it up and rocking it back and forth like this, is when I'm pulling on it, I pull most of my tension from the side that it is from the side that is firm, so it's not going to rock back and forth too much. So, or you can hold it with your fingers and wrap it up like this, and then you'll work your way around until you get up to the top where you have your scion is fully grafted. So after you have your graft fully completed and you have a nice good contact on both sides, what I like to do is I'll take another piece of my buddy tape parafilm here and I'll twist it up like this, and then I'll make kind of like a little twine out of it, and then I just like to run right around like this to make it a little bit better contact. Just keep it tight, just like that. And then there you have it. That's a nice grafted plant. You can graft with anything. This happens to be a mango. You can use this principle on any of the scions that I have for sale, or really any plant in general. And then what you want to do is you'll just want to find a nice shady spot for it and leave it in that shady spot for about 2 weeks to a month. And in that time, you should start to see new growth growing right out of it if you grafted it right. So I'll put this in a nice shady spot like that, and then in a couple weeks might have some new growth out of it. I'll show you. This is not a mango, this is an avocado that I grafted for a friend about a month ago. And you can see here, just good contact, secured it up with that twine, and then you will have some new growth popping out of a producing tree that's gonna make fruits for you, hopefully within the next year or two. Thanks for watching. Check out our Etsy and ediblelandscapingfl.com. You can order scions, cuttings, plants, and I hope this was useful and helpful for you. Thanks for your order and your orders in the future. Appreciate you.